Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
And on another front, while investors were looking for leadership from the president on financial innovation, they instead received a word salad of an executive order that covered consumers, financial stability, national security, and climate concerns, among other subjects. A group of state insurance, banking, and securities regulators, as well as a few extra bureaucrats, are expected to provide sufficient oversight and protection against any systemic financial risks offered by digital assets, while also safeguarding consumers, investors, and companies. The demand for a uniform, predictable regulatory framework that fosters investment and experimentation while simultaneously informing the general public on the risks and benefits involved with these activities has been long-standing among consumers and financial innovators. A regrettable outcome of Vice President Biden's decision is that regulators will be able to legitimize their capricious, arbitrary, and abusive overreach, which is a disgrace. But how? And how is XRP being affected by this? The relevance of the EO is heightened by the unusual federal court battle presently happening in the Southern District of New York between the Securities and Exchange Commission and enterprise blockchain software developer Ripple Labs. With the SEC broad statements in its complaint and Ripple's fierce, brilliant counterattack, the stakes have now risen above and beyond the question of whether Ripple and its two senior executives violated Section 5 of the Securities Act by selling XRP without first registering the cryptocurrency as a security. The SEC claim to unconstrained jurisdiction in the lack of regulatory clarity is being put to the test in this case, and the outcome will be decisive. As long as the government is allowed to operate uncontrolled and unfettered, it will be free to launch another attack. Hence, a settlement is not the best approach in this situation. In addition, a class action lawsuit against the SEC must proceed. The SEC inexplicable actions caused thousands of retail XRP holders who had no connection to Ripple to suffer financial losses. XRP had been trading on secondary markets since 2013, and the SEC initiated an enforcement action against it on Jay Clayton's penultimate day as chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission. The action had a devastating effect on the cryptocurrency's value, and according to court evidence, the SEC enforcement actions may have cost consumers as much as $15 billion in loss. There are also some folks whose possessions have been frozen for more than a year now. 65,000 of them were represented by attorney John Deaton, who was granted friend of the court status by the judge, who confessed that she had no precedent for investors wanting to intervene as plaintiffs in court matters. The fact that some individuals are impatient for Ripple to calm down so that they may have some rest is reasonable. The SEC folly in court and in public, on the other hand, has drawn out the case and raised the stakes for everyone involved. According to the SEC, XRP token payouts from 2013 are alleged to be unregistered securities transactions in the SEC 2020 complaint against the cryptocurrency exchange. According to the agency, there are no other applications for the open-source decentralized ledger other than as an investment contract in a single company, and this is evident to everyone. The Howey test, established by the Supreme Court in 1946 to determine the value of a security, is thrown out the window in this case. And according to Ripple's argument, the SEC failed to provide fair notice for a period of 7 years. In actuality, Clayton and William Hinman, his hand-picked deputy, released a slew of contradictory announcements to the markets, causing the markets to panic. Ripple has recorded many attempts to obtain a clear explanation from the SEC, all of which have been unsuccessful. According to a more precise mandate from current the SEC chairman Gary Gensler, the agency aims to tighten up on all digital assets in the near future. As part of his strategy to increase his prospects of becoming Treasury Secretary by broadening the extent of the agency's authority, he wants to use every instrument at his disposal to battle the industry. The former the SEC officers appear to be involved in a number of significant conflicts of interest. Clayton began working for One River Digital Asset Management shortly after the Ripple case was filed. One River Digital Asset Management was a crypto hedge fund that had placed a $1 billion bet solely on Bitcoin and Ether just prior to bringing legal action against XRP, which was the biggest market competitor for both coins at the time. Hinman also earned over $15 million in retirement pay from Simpson Thacker, a law firm that has a close relationship with the Ethereum blockchain. Following his departure from the SEC, he returned to the industry and was recruited to join a $1 billion venture capital fund owned by Ethereum venture investors. If a settlement is struck, it is possible that these heinous deeds will be put behind us. Biden's delaying and the incapacity of Congress to pass legislation have resulted in a runaway train of regulatory excess that can only be stopped by the courts. So, instead of a private settlement between the parties, let us hope that this crypto trial will culminate with a public ruling from the court. In an exclusive interview with Eleanor Tourette, a reporter for Fox Business, she revealed that even the SEC workers aren't confident in the company's ability to win the case against Ripple. It has been reported that Hester Pierce has privately expressed her concern that the SEC would not fulfill its objectives. On a number of occasions, a commissioner of the Securities and Exchange Commission expressed concern about the SEC approach toward digital assets, criticizing the settlement with BlockFi by implying that crypto lending is now in danger in the United States of America. Crypto mom Hester Pierce has been advocating for regulatory clarification in the cryptocurrency area for years, and she has expressed her disbelief at the lack of effort put forward by the government in this regard. It is Pierce's opinion that the SEC investigation against Ripple Labs and individual defendants Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson will fail to achieve the result that it expects owing to a lack of clarity in the case. That is why Ripple's fourth positive argument, known as the fair notice defense, will be critical in demonstrating that the SEC did not provide sufficient explanation on the subject. A possible effect of this is that the SEC may consider using it as a model for future enforcement proceedings against other crypto-related businesses. The SEC motion to have Judge Sarah Net Burns' decision on the deliberative process privilege reviewed will be considered in the near future. It is predicted that if she rules against the plaintiff, her decision would have a substantial influence on the outcome of the lawsuit. According to the court schedule, a settlement will be achieved by April or May, and we'll know the results as soon as possible. The discussions will be presided over by Magistrate Net Burn, who has had access to all of the sensitive materials. However, according to Ripple's lawyers, the XRP lawsuit should be decided by November 18th at the very latest. However, the SEC attitude on XRP is expected to evolve in the coming months as a result of the Biden administration's cryptocurrency executive order, which directs all appropriate federal agencies to engage with United States allies to develop an international framework for digital currencies. John Deaton, a U.S. attorney, was given amicus status in Ripple's case and gave information into the status of XRP in other nations that are considered U.S. friends. According to Attorney Deaton, XRP is not regarded as a security in the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Singapore, Japan, or the United Arab Emirates, among other countries. According to a joint statement from National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster and Director of the National Economic Council, President Biden's executive order on digital assets will help the United States continue its leading role in innovation and management of digital assets at home and abroad. Secretary Janet Yellen stated late on March 8 that her agency has already begun taking steps to comply with the White House order, and that she expects all relevant agencies to do the same. And so, if the SEC follows the lead of other U.S. allies, then the issue of XRP will be at stake since all the other members regard XRP as a non-security. And in such a case, the situation might be addressed as early as the end of the first half of this year. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Did you like the video? What's your view on a private settlement or a court settlement? And which of them do you think is most likely? Comment below, let's engage. Also, if you are interested in more videos like this, make sure you like this video, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Goodbye, see you in the next video. Kindly note that the prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.